We're honored today to have as our commencement speaker former New Jersey State Senator William L. Gormley from Legislative District 2. First elected to public office in 1975, Senator Gormley served in various legislative roles, including chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee. He has written legislation that generated billions of dollars for New Jersey school districts and millions for urban construction and jobs through the Casino Reinvestment Development Authority Urban Revitalization Incentive Program. Senator Bill Gormley is known as the one legislator who was a bridge between Republicans and Democrats, who worked closely with governors from both parties to the benefit of our region. He has been a strong supporter of the college during my tenure as president and remains so. Or as he recently said to me, just wait, you'll see even more support. I'm pleased, delighted, and honored to present Senator William Gormley.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here today. Thank you for those kind words, Mr. President. I graduated college in 1968, long time ago. I was thinking of the name of my commencement speaker. I didn't know it that day. I don't remember the speech, and what I do recall is that we were not paying much attention to him. You are paying attention. But I'm not really important today. All too often you might get somebody, an old politician might come up here and tell you about the wonderful things they've done. By the way, I haven't written an autobiography, so you can't read it, and tout what they're about. Now, that's not what today's about, because 10, 20, 30, and 40 years from today, when you don't remember that speaker, there's a group of people that you are going to remember. They're sitting behind you, they're in the stands, they're in the rafters. There's a group that are here today that will be here for you no matter what your degree, your diploma, or your employment will be in the future. Graham, it's you. It's every parent and every friend and every relative. So to the graduates, I want to make a suggestion. Why don't you give them a round of applause now? And I have a real concern about some of the issues we face in the world today, as we all do. We read about carbon dioxide in the environment, global warming. What are we going to do for energy in the future? Who's going to be there to handle those issues? We see the problems around the world, much of it driven by hate. We see the problems with religion. We see Iraq. We see Afghanistan. We see the tragedy of men and women we care about, brothers and sisters and friends in far-off lands, coming back, sometimes permanently hurt, and sometimes not coming back at all. We have all these problems, so where is there hope? It's right in front of me. Because you have excelled in school, you have focused on your studies, and you believe in tomorrow. And there's a community here at Stockton that really has a unique character to it. In the last 2 weeks in the press, through all the bad news that I read about there's going to be an expansion of the Holocaust Resource Center here at Stockton College, a large grant from local citizens who care and want to make a difference. In fact, one of the rooms in the facility we named after the heroic professor at Virginia Tech who lost his life protecting his students. And that's and then a former congressman, Ambassador Congressman Bill Hughes, lent his name to a center that will be here at the School for Studies. But this came about because of the reputation that the faculty, and that you have given to this college. Now let's look at the problems of the world today. I mentioned, what are we going to do about carbon dioxide? Well, then I look at the science department here. There are so many projects and such a reputation where you have collaboration between students and faculty that Stockton's doing it. I mean, they have a project that you're doing, that you're looking at sustainable agriculture. One of the problems why we have hate in the world and why we have people who, shall we say, resort to tactics that cause these countries to dissolve is the fact that they're not fed well. Here at Stockton, you're dealing in sustainable agriculture. You have people actually going overseas, students who have been focused by their faculty in working on enhancing crops and agriculture so that countries can produce more. And this is one of the root causes of why we have these problems in the world today, and Stockton is dealing with it. Stockton is also dealing with issues such as hate by the Holocaust Institute, because you're looking on a day in and day out basis of why there was a Holocaust, not just looking at the past, but looking at the future and looking to how you can make a difference. You have students who are engaged in programs in Washington who are actually working on governmental projects today and trying to make a difference. You even have one student who just got an award and might be helping me. She was the recipient of an award from the Department of Aging because she's working on a program to teach senior citizens how to work computers. Now, I need that program. And I really want to thank Ilsa for doing that. When I was young, the person we all looked to for inspiration, or many of us looked to, was John Kennedy. And he said in 1960, when he was running for president on July 4th of that year, "It is time for a new generation to cope with new problems and new opportunities. And there is where a new world will be won." My generation and prior generations have faced challenges. You're going to face those challenges. You have demonstrated through your work at this college, interacting with your faculty, you can make a difference. Your biggest mission? All too often we read in the paper, it's a blue state, it's a red state. Well, the country that I live in is red, white, and blue, where people work together for common interests, to solve problems of the environment, to fight hate, and to make sure we have a better world for everyone. You can be the role models for that future. You have a great start. You have a great network of friends and family. You have a supportive faculty, and you should all be very proud today. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Senator Gormley. I could say thank you very much, Dr. Gormley. You will note that Senator Gormley is wearing a doctoral hood as part of his academic regalia. This morning, in our earlier commencement ceremony, the Richard Stockton College of New Jersey granted the esteemed senator an honorary Doctorate of Laws degree for his dedication to enriching the lives of the citizens of Southern New Jersey.